Hi, I am Yash. I am the senior mentor for the Liquid Galaxy and I work in the Google open source space. Specifically in the Liquid Galaxy, I deal with Google Earth and Maps, specifically targeting these GIS applications, creating something with KML, and a bit about that. But in this very segment, I want to talk about creating captions on the fly, which means that let me just directly take a look at what we will be talking about. So in this very example, I have a video and we have something called a speech to text transcriber. It is using a Hugging Face model at the moment. And if I just play this video, so
Hi everyone, I'm Clive Loseby and I am passionate about changing the world, one website at a time. As Dale said, I was in a bad car crash a long time ago. It left us all with life-changing.
what did you just see? It is like you have captions directly generated on the fly. These captions are movable. They can be just dragged outside of the video, not like your ordinary captions that are like stuck in the bottom and you're not able to see some part of the video. And you can actually scroll it. So there are like a few kinds of modes. This one I call it the append mode. It means that if I just go a little back and I play this part,
Hi everyone, I'm Clive Loseby and I am passionate about changing the world, one website at a time. As Dale said, I was in a bad car crash a long time ago.
so everything gets appended at the end of it. That's the beauty of it. And there is another example I wanna, before I jump into code or show something. This was a video that I gave a talk about at Google, and let's just see.
Take a look at these clusters. We will be just rewatching them the next slide. So yeah, next slide please. So the project I want to talk about, and I want to brag about this guy Aritra. He's in India right now. He might be very happy that I am talking about him.
Yeah.
So I mentored this.
What happened is that the transcriber is using a Hugging Face model and it is doing it on the fly. What I mean is it is doing it directly when the video is played, which is why in the first few seconds you didn't see this kind of transcriptions, and you just saw it when it started or when the model was entirely loaded and just started the transcribing based on the audio that is coming. So yeah.
Controller. It was a controller to control your Google Earth by using various means, because I am from the accessibility field. You can use.
We can go on and on this, but the thing that I want to convey, or the thing that I want to talk about, is there is a scroll mode captions and there is another one for append mode and there is a static one as well, which is kind of exactly like how you see in VLC or how you see in YouTube. uh, I started this back as an original idea, so it was not like something I wanted to do for specifically some specific organization, like using the Chrome Nano or the Chrome built-in Chrome APIs, using the Chrome Nano, things like that. So the particular project, if I see, is called Auto Captions, and I was failing multiple times to do it. So it was like 5 months ago I was trying multiple ways. How can you generate, either using Node Whisper or something, how can you extract the audio out, or how can you do this particular thing to get the captions on the fly. My idea was that I will be having it as a web VTT, and I will be making it as a new web API, so that it is seemingly fast for everyone to get these captions. And uh, I sort of dropped that idea. I sort of thought that, yeah, it may not be possible. But then I faced a challenge. And I want to show you the challenge. I want to give you the whole story across it. And then we will be looking into code. I will be also be linking the description for the explainer, and the code itself will also be there in the description. So yeah. So the thing that I was talking about is the Web Almanac HTTP archive. And here 0.1% is the number for the track or captions that are available in audio, and 0.5%, only 0.5% videos on the web have subtitles. That's a really low number. That is a really bad number, and that was a problem that I saw. And I tried to get as much feedback as possible, on this explainer. So this is the explainer. It is generated from the explainer by Googlers. I'm not a Googler at the moment. I am just in the Google open source, working in Google developer groups, GDGs, and in the Liquid Galaxy, which is a Google open source project dealing with Google Maps and Earth. So yeah, just to get this clarified. So the explainer I was talking about is the auto generated captions API, and here I am doing it as an open source contributor, and the explainer states that why only 0.5% of web videos have a track. So wouldn't it be awesome that all the videos could automatically have a UI option? One can just click it and get the auto generated captions, because these AI models are getting better and better over time, and we usually see that the auto generated captions in YouTube over the time have also improved. They are like a lot better, and the Chrome built-in Chrome Gemini API is also very fantastic to be doing this. So this is why I was addressing this gap, and the thing that when a track is there, then it should be supplied with captions. If it is not, then how can we generate an auto caption option, and various use cases. And I would want you to later look at it. And this explainer is uh, highly, I would say, help with or many people have highly helped it, and I will be just showing you some of the feedbacks that I have got. So and maybe I should just open it in a much better way by doing this. Yeah. So let's look at the feedback that I have got. Uh, One of the very good feedbacks was by Thomas Steiner. He is a Google DevRel, as you may know. And he told that it could be very useful, and some questions to ask myself: what if it leads to less people manually creating subtitles? Well, there are a lot less people who are doing subtitles at the moment, and this is just a complimentary. I'm not saying that don't generate subtitles, but many of those who are doing, they are also automatically creating it. Many authors who care about it usually have it done manually as well. So this is just a complimentary, which was my answer to this question. And does it make sense to that every user who watches a video to run the same subtitles creation over and over, or would be better to just run it on the server and then deliver the subtitles to everyone? At the moment, it is happening on the client side. So the Chrome Nano API, or in the future the Chrome Nano API, at the moment it is just a Hugging Face whisper model, which is also very good, and that is loaded in the client, and that is creating the caption first time, and for the next time it is all locally stored, so it is just in the local storage, which was my answer. How would you deal with a translated language if there are like lot of words? Some languages, I am supposing, have a lot of words in a few seconds, so it could be a very good use case for the summarizer API, which is in Chrome, or the rewriter APIs, to just write it in a shortened form. What if the generated captions don't fit the originally spoken parts? That's the issue that we are facing. So if you will have to either use something like the captions can go smaller, or the thing that I am doing is having this scroll and append mode that you just saw, which allows you to just scroll through the captions if in case you miss something. And I would be just adding some kind of a key indicator, or some kind of a key event that can allow it to be done better. And this is all, I would say, some of the explainer parts that are being rewritten over the time, so that it gets done the best way possible. Some random ideas that he proposed, and this is very nice. The second one was by Adam Argyle. He is the Chrome CSS lead, and I had a very great opportunity to have a meeting with him very recently. He told that I bet you could prototype this Chrome extension, and which is what I did, which is what you just saw. And we will be looking at the code and how this is working, or how it is extracting all the video information, converting it to the subtitles as we are seeing. So yeah, that is something that I did. And this was a very important feedback by Mike Smith. He is the W3C staff in Tokyo, and he told me, and I think I have a message which does not cut off the parts, so let's, yeah. He said that it is much better if, instead of the document author, and I'm just making a summary of what he wrote, that instead of the UAs, which is the user agent, instead should be getting an option to just click and get the subtitles if he wants to see or not, kind of like YouTube does. So it should not be a document author's work that he is making the subtitles visible or not. Like, I do not have to write in my HTML code whether the video will have a visible tag or not, for example. It should be that there should be an icon that is supporting, and someone who wants, he can just click on that icon, which is be like auto generate these captions, and these captions are auto generated, locally stored, and things like that. So yeah, this is also highlighting that the point of 0.5% people who only have the track tag is a very good statement to make it go through the consortium, get it accepted, and things like that. So this is what I loved about the talk. This is what I loved about the feedback that I got in these talk, conversation, whatever you call it. And now I'm just going for the thing that is most important in this, which is the proof of concept. So it is available both as a vanilla and a Chrome extension. The reason is that using the vanilla, it is much faster. I saw that it was much faster, because on updating the captions, you were able to just get the captions done on every update. Whereas in the Chrome extension, not unless and until the whole caption is generated from the video, then only we can see the captions. I hope that makes sense. So there is a bug that is kind of getting tweaked in the moment, and I hope to just solve it, and that would make the Chrome extension to be much faster. So yeah, it works like it has a worker that is installing your transformer JS. It is just doing everything in JS. It has a model which is a whisper model that is allowing you the transcribing to happen. It uses a pipeline factory, and it gets the pulls out the instance. It gets the whisper medium model, and then we are just sending the message, and we are actually exchanging message between the worker and the content, which means that this is a worker script, and we have something like a main content script that is getting all the captions, wrapping all the captions into a kind of web component. This is like a floating captions that is happening. So the captions.js handles everything of how the caption will appear, and it takes the data of send me the entire caption or whatever you have, and send me the timestamp, and I will take care of how to display it. That is what the captions.js says in very layman terms. The content.js says that yeah, I will be just sending all the data to captions, and I will be fetching all the data from worker. So that is all that I have to do. I will have to take care of my Chrome runtime in this case, and in the case where we have vanilla, it has to take care of the worker script, and whatever is happening, it is just sending it through and through. The drag.js is an additional functionality which I really love. As you saw that someone can just take this caption on the fly, he can just go to the example, and when he plays it, he can just move the captions over and over where he wants. It can be outside of the video, because many people don't like the caption to be hindering whatever you are viewing, and that is, I would say, very good. So these are the four JS files, just all modular. And in the vanilla also we have floating captions.mjs modular JS file, which is allowing you to create your custom elements.define. You cannot create your custom web components in using Chrome extension, which is an ongoing issue already. So which is why the functionality of captions or floating captions is different between the Chrome extension and the web component in the vanilla. And there are like three examples. One is to just use any video, one is the video that you saw, and one is another video of the talk that I gave, which also you saw. So yeah, this is more or less everything that is required. It is just using the in the worker, it is just using the transformer JS, and it is able to convert everything. If I go to this code, it has a callback in the transcriber that is checking upon the chunk length and the stride length. So it understands how many words to repeat, so that there is no word that is cut out. So let's say a sentence is unfinished, so the chunk will be difficult, and that is where your sliding window comes in approach. And I would want you to take a look at this code, see how all of it is working. The way I figured this out, I read all the docs for transformers, and it helped me a lot. I also checked the React example that was available, played with some code, deleted some code, tried to understand how it is working, which helped me to build it. I think that Transformer JS in itself will also be making a Chrome extension to showcase this feature. But the thing that I want to lay out here is we will be doing this in the Chrome Nano, in the Gemini Nano API in Chrome. So yeah, uh, I would say that is all about the captions generator. For the future of this captions on the fly, I feel that it has already been helped by the Chrome team. It has already been helped by Adam Argyle. He has already sent this to a Chrome extension developer who will be taking a look, giving some extra feedbacks, and how this can be managed and done entirely by the vendors. I hope that Mozilla and Safari will also pick it up and use their own AI models or whatever is feasible, because I see that this is a race right now. This is a whole AI race, and everything being done through artificial intelligence is getting better and better, especially these multimodality through images, through text, and speech to text, text to speech, things like that are getting better and better. My aim and intention is to make things more accessible. It has always been my aim. I grew up with a mother who was a teacher for students with special needs. I got to give some kind of help when I got back to my mother. I got to see the people, see the students, the kids that she is teaching, and I also delivered some technical small games, creative apps, things like that serve memory retention, that were able to help them, especially in the auditory special needs. And this is also something in the auditory special needs. If you think about captions, then anyone who can let's say is watching a video will be aided by it. It is like built for everyone, but it is a feature for some people, and it is a benefit or a necessity for some people who cannot simply hear it. They need to see it. So that's where caption will help. So I'm hoping that through my passion, through this thing, I can just pull it off, that this in future works in Gemini Nano, and this speech to text transcriber just gets on the board. So thank you so much, and I will be passing all the links that are available, so that you can just take a look. Help me out if you feel that there is some issue. Give some feedback, some opinions, that how you see it or what changes do you want in this. And yeah, see ya. Sign out.